Hello everyone, welcome to Malkeet Academy. So in previous video we have learned about how to add domain name, and we also added domain name to our email account for this Microsoft 365 account. So now in this video I'm going to tell you how you can add users one by one, or you can also add users in bulk. For doing that, to add users, we have to go to the users that is written here in the left navigation pane. So in users, we have a couple of options here. So to add a new user, we have to click on active users. So when I click on this active user button, all the active users will be listed down. Currently there is only one user, and that is the admin of this account. So in this video we are going to learn about how to add a user using one by one method or manually, and other method is to add a CSV file in MS Excel. So let's see how to add a single user. So you have to click on this add a user button. So when I click on this button, a pop-up window will appear here. So this is the setup. It's the same like when you install software. So here, as you can see here, it is written first name and last name. So I am filling all the details here. So I have filled a detail for my faculty member. So first name, last name, and this display name will be automatically added here by combining the first and last name. And be careful when you assign username to your faculty. Always add something like faculty, or so that you can remember the username, because later on it will be very easy for you to filter out all the faculty and students. So in next point, as you can see, auto generated password, or let me create the password. So whatever option you like, you can choose this. I am choosing auto generated password, and you can also click on this send password in email upon completion. So it will send to this email account at the Alex Edward Faculty @mansappunjab.com. So I'm clicking on next. Next one is your product licenses. So basically in Microsoft 365 A1 product, you have only two licenses, one for faculty and second one for students. So currently, so I'm adding a member as a faculty. So I'm selecting this faculty button. If you are adding a student, then you should select this students button. And create user without product license is not recommended, because if you do this, then the user will not be able to sign in the MST. So after that, click on next, and these are the optional settings. If you want to give them administration access, you can also provide them here. And so I'm not giving her the administration access. Profile info is about the information regarding the job profile. I'm making her head of the department, and department is computer science, because filling all this detail will help out you when you filter your data. And after similarly, you can also add all these data here, and after filling all these columns or boxes, click on next. And lastly, it will asking you to review all the settings, and then click on finish heading. After that, you got this prompt message that Alex Edward has added to the active users. Click on close. So in the active users, so it is asking you to fill this form, and It's okay to submit your feedback. So as you can see, this new user that we have added into our account is Alex Edward, and as you can see, the license that we have given to her is the faculty license, and it's her username. And whenever you want to edit someone in this active users panel, just select that user, or just click on this button here. It will open up all the settings regarding this particular user. So as you can see in the upcoming videos, we will see how you can manage a particular faculty member to make them the owner or member of a group. So it is showing all the details that which group it is the member of, and you can also change the picture from here, and you can also reset the password. Even you can also delete the user and which devices she's currently using, licenses and apps, mail, OneDrive, and all that. All the settings you can also do from here. For example, I want to add some contact information. I can add it from here. So these are all the basic things about adding a user by manually. And next we will learn about how to add a user in bulk quantity. For adding users in bulk quantity, you have to click on this add multiple users button. So when you click on this button, again a window with options will appear. So here these options are a little bit different from adding a single user. So here you can see we have to upload a CSV file. So Microsoft has already provided you with a demo CSV file. So you have to download a CSV file with headers, or CSV file with headers and sample user information. So for my recommendation, I recommend this: download a CSV file with headers and samples, so that you can understand how you can add your faculty members or even students. So it will be a lot easier to add faculty or student information. So I'm downloading this CSV file. So those people who do not know what is CSV file is, so CSV file is similar to your Excel file. So it has some tables, it cells, and it's a lot like an Excel file. Click on this link, download CSV file with headers and sample user information. So click on it and it will start downloading. So once it is downloaded on my computer, I will open it up to show you how it looks like. So here it is our CSV sample file. So as you can see, whatever information we have added in the first step that can be used when we add a user manually. Similarly, this CSV file has all the columns and specifically information about the user. For example, the username, you can see the username and first name and all that. So I'm writing all the faculty members' name and related information in this CSV file. So I have done making the CSV file. I have added all the usernames, first name, last name, display name, job title, and department. These columns are very important because when you are filtering out the data, this job title and department will really help you out. And I have also input some local data about city, zip or postal code, country, region. And one thing that is very important, that is the domain name. So here I have written the domain name which I have added when I'm assigning the domain name to my this 365 account. So always add this domain name. And one thing for your, so that you can filter data very easily, always put underscore and the job title. So because when you search this particular, that is I'm highlighting this thing, so it will filter all your engineers in your department. So after doing all the editings and thing, and make sure you put proper spaces in display name and all that. After that, click on Control S, so it will save your CSV file, and you should close it, or you can also rename it. It has a name, this import user sample. You can name it something else if you want. So it is saying me to save it. Click on save, and after that close it. And so it is, and try to save it in the CSV format, so not in Macintosh, not in DOS. Here it is CSV, here. So this format, CSV comma delimited. So, and replace it with the current file, and click on yes. So, and after that click. So I have added all the details in the CSV file. Now it's time to browse it. Click on this browse button, and it will take you to that particular folder where you have saved it. So I saved it in the downloads, and select it and click on open. So after browsing it and adding in your file, and click on verify. So it is to check that you have added all the information in correct order. So file looks good, and click on tap next. I'm clicking on next. So in next it will ask you to assign the product licenses. So as I am adding the faculty members here, and click on the sign in allowed option here in the radio button, and now I'm assigning it to the faculty. So this button, drag it to the right, and now it will asking you to check or uncheck all these services that are provided in 365. So you leave it as it is, and after that finally click on next. So it will start adding users. So this method is very easy, and it is at start it is time consuming to add and create CSV file, but in the long run that is very good. So for example, you want to add 1,000 users, so create a CSV file instead of adding one by one. And after that, do not close it, and you have to download the results, because downloading this file will provide you the passwords and IDs. So click on download results, and send and close. Click on this button, send and close. So this is how you can add multiple users, and I am refreshing it to check that all the users have added or not. So now in active users will make that 12, because so total users all are added as the faculty. So you can click here and check how many users are there. So there are currently 14 users that you have added in your this account. So thanks for watching this video. So in next video we will be learning about how to create groups and how to assign those groups. And one thing more, as I mentioned you how to add multiple users, in the same way you can add students. So again, thanks for watching this video.